gentlemen, welcome to Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, and simply talk about the sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely subscribers since day one. Recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Flash Lives, the premieres of my videos, such as this, man. I appreciate the love and support, man. Liking it up, sharing it up. You know what I'm saying? Hitting the notification bell. Those who comment in the comment sections of the videos. Playback family, salute those who tune in real time as well in the premieres, Flash Lives, etc. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all can follow me there in the description. You can check it out. Instagram, Twitter, and also in the intros of my videos and outros. You can check where you can follow me also. Definitely, man, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to the platform, if you love the sport, this is a place for you. It's as simple as that. We're doing new things, man. We don't war with other people. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We definitely just love the sport and just chop it up. Simple as that. Make life simple. Why complicate life? That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, man, if you feel like supporting via Cash App as well, you can support in that manner. $ Renee Box Young. Simple as that. $ Renee Box Young. You can see it here on the screen as well and in the description. Thank you guys so much. I want to talk about this, man. Check this out. I want to talk about, you know, what Eddy Reynoso said recently. Interesting stuff, interesting information. And it coincides with what, you know, certain fight fans out there have been saying for years, plural. I'm talking about years, plural. It's a recent interview that we saw, you know what I'm saying, that I saw. I'm sure you guys saw it too. That's why I say we, you know what I'm saying. A link in the description just in case you haven't seen it. I think the source is ES News, the guy that says reporting, you know, salute to him. Like I said, man, I sometimes forget the names, I sometimes forget the platforms, but link in the description, definitely shouts out to them, you know what I'm saying, because there are so many platforms out there. So but yeah, definitely shouts out to the source, you know what I'm saying. And in this interview, they're talking about you know, Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez fight, right? And interesting information, and I think this is the first time Eddy Reynoso has ever said this. I think this is the first time. He's quite honest, you know what I'm saying? And big ups to Eddy Reynoso. I got to start like this, man. I got to make it clear. And the reason why I say these things, I always have to lay a foundation, which sometimes prolongs my videos, but I do it for the sake of reminding everybody here on the platform and for new subscribers and new listeners. I've definitely given my props to Eddy Reynoso, man. Canelo team, you know what I'm saying? I know there's controversy behind that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Behind the camp or what have you, and you already know why. I don't have to get into any of that, okay? But I definitely, as far as like, you know, the work ethic, definitely, man. All my respect to Eddy Reynoso team. I think it's, you know, Canelo's work ethic, man, and the team, you know, the camp, it speaks for itself. It really does, man. And Eddy Reynoso, his work ethic, his, you know, what he has done as a coach, you know, for his fighters, it speaks for itself. Now, like I said, I don't get into the whole cheating thing. If I'm not mistaken, Julio Cesar Martinez, I think he's also popped dirty some time ago. I really don't know. It was a while ago. I really don't know about those details. You know, and everybody knows the story with, you know, Canelo. People get to the point calling him, you know, Clenello, you know, Pednello, Oscar Valpeds, and you know, I don't know, man. I laugh because it's humor. I laugh sometimes, you know. I laugh sometimes in comment sections of videos, you know what I'm saying? I laugh, you know, I giggle. It's fun. It's for entertainment for me. I really don't care. You know, I don't take anything personal, you know, when it comes to this boxing stuff. But, you know, or, you know, on social media, Instagram, you know, the people that, you know, post comments, they just make me laugh sometimes, you know. But, you know, and it has that reputation. The camp has that reputation. But you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, fighters like Canelo, fighters like Oscar, you know, Valdez, their work ethic is off the charts, man. And it's not, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters out there do not have that kind of work ethic. And there's a list of names out there. I push videos constantly talking about it in live sessions or what have you, highlighting certain names that have that type of work ethic. And that has to be respected. You know, I got to say that first and foremost. This is not a video to, bring race into this kind of stuff, because that's the thing. And this is where family out there, you know what I'm saying, boxing fans out there have stated this fact. Now, we got to make this clear, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets crazy, because you got communities out there, you know, fight fans, you know, man fans, whatever they pertain to. You know, there are people out there that when certain fans have brought out this, I guess we can call it a fact, because Eddy Reynoso himself is saying it. Okay? Link in the description, you listen to him, you know, comes out of his own mouth, okay? There have been, I gotta make this clear, there have been communities, I gotta reiterate this, man fans, whatever you want to call them, that have called other people, fight fans out there, racist for the fact that it seems like throughout the years, Canelo has not fought this type of profile of fighters. It's controversial. I'm not on either freaking side. I'm down the middle. You make that clear. And if you don't know that, then you got to check my channel out. You just check it out and you'll see what it is. My channel speaks for itself, you know what I'm saying? But Eddy Reynoso came out and said this in this interview, man, that the African American fighting style or what have you, that's the most difficult style to fight. Because the reporters were talking about like something along the lines of Shakur Stevenson, like having a Mayweather style. Now I gotta make this clear. I think people gotta stop putting this whole Mayweather label on other fighters. Okay, I've said this before a long time ago. There's only one Mayweather. It's kind of like what Tyson Fury says. There's only one Tyson Fury. It goes for all fighters. It goes for all these fighters. People may try to imitate Mayweather, but you're never going to get to that. I mean, all these fighters, ladies and gentlemen, let's got to clarify this, man. And I think that's kind of weird that, a reporter saying that. I mean, but whatever. They can say what they want. They can ask what they want. Whatever. But, personally, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I think that, in my humble opinion, I think people got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Christina Ponch, I think. Sorry, pronunciation. Shouts out to her. But, there was that interview, okay? And Oscar Valdez was there. Shakur Stevenson was there. And there were, questions going back and forth that were talking. Good stuff. Nice interview, man. And Shakur Stevenson said that. And shouts out to Shakur, man. He said something along those lines. He brought up Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know why he was brought up. I forgot. But he said, I'm not Floyd. And that's I like what Shakur said. I like what Shakur said, man. He said, I'm not Floyd. So, he was talking about along the lines of, he shouldn't be, compared to Floyd because he's not Floyd. He's Shakur. Shouts out to Shakur for that. And that's something I've been saying about all these fighters. Deontay Wilder is Deontay Wilder. Fury is Fury. Freaking, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. Usyk is Usyk. They all have their styles and all these names. Put all the names you want. None of these guys are Floyd. Floyd is Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Just, and that's the thing. I don't, that reporter, he mentioned Floyd's name, that he fights like Shakur or something like that. He's like Floyd. And, but that's the reason why Eddie responded like this. It's interesting, man. He's saying it out his own mouth. And let me get back to what I was saying at the beginning. It's kind of sad to see how, some people started calling, other fight fans racist because they were saying, something that seems to coincide with what Eddy Reynoso's saying, which is why I kind of see it not much of a coincidence, but it seems like they're not, matching up Canelo against fighters with that type of, style. I'm not saying Floyd Mayweather style, but, Eddy Reynoso said it himself. The African American style is the most difficult fighters to fight against. And, I pushed videos about it, and I know this is really controversial. Like I said, I'm not on either freaking side. I definitely, and I got to make this clear, in this aspect clear, watch this. As of late, since last year, towards the end of last year, when I was seeing how active Canelo was, and now, I got to respect that. And I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't like how he did the whole Yildirim thing. I really don't care also if it was freaking Mauricio or Canelo who decided to do it. I don't care. I don't have no time to get into all those details because I can care less. All I know is that, whether it's Canelo, his team, Mauricio, well, they're all together anyway. They all, negotiate together anyways. It is what it is, right? Y'all know what it is. That Yildirim opportunity, get that WBC. I think it kind of sucked because I wanted to see Canelo and Benavidez at that time. But Benavidez screwed it up. So, hey, a lot goes to him too. A lot of the fault goes to Benavidez also. So it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this because I digged how Canelo got undisputed at 168. You know what I'm saying? I think that's awesome. It's interesting to see how we're seeing Eddy Reynoso coming out and saying it. Do you think, I gotta ask you, do you think ever since Canelo lost to Mayweather, do you think that's why, these fighters, Canelo hasn't gotten a fight with these fighters such as Boo Boo Andrade, right? Jamal Charlo, as of a few years ago. I'm not talking about as of recently, as of a few years ago. Do you think that it has something to do with what Eddy Reynoso said recently? Check the link in the description. Like I said, check the video out. He said that the African-American style, something along these lines, right? The African-American style is the most difficult style to fight against. Interesting stuff that Eddy Reynoso is coming out to saying this. You know what I'm saying? And I think that ever since they fought Floyd Mayweather, they saw that. They were like, wow, okay, you know, I think they rethought how they're going to go about, you know, with Canelo. And obviously at that time, I think Oscar De La Hoya had a lot to do with it because, you know, and choosing and selecting certain fighters for Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Because he's been with Oscar for many years, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not necessarily implying here Canelo's scared of these guys. No way. No way. Of course not, you know what I'm saying? And I think as of late, I've spoken my mind for months about this concerning when it comes to talk about Jermall Charlo. For crying out loud, man, his recent opponent is going to be the Sulecki? Seriously. Wow, I think that's not good. Okay, that's not a good look, you know what I'm saying? In my humble opinion. You know, in my humble opinion. I pushed videos months and months ago, man, talking about he should fight Andrade. Ever since there was a nice opportunity, you know, at that time, where he could have fought Andrade. He could have gotten a match with him and unified there. You know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, surprise, surprise, turns around, goes for Munguia. What's this guy's name? Montiel or whatever, you know. But, you know, concerning Jermall Charlo, as of late, I'm not really impressed, man. I really am not. I am really not. He should have unified, man, months ago. You know, and I'm tired of this whole, these fighters freaking dreaming and fantasizing about Canelo, man. You know, they're just calling him out, but they're not unifying in their own division. And I know it's controversial. I know there's years about, you know, it goes back. And that's where I kind of think. It makes me ponder, you know, does Eddy Reynoso, admitting what he just said, you know, recently, have they strategically kind of like, you know, chosen other options as opposed to Jermall? I'm talking about years ago. Do you think, I want to hear from you. Like I said, I'm down the middle, man. I'm down the middle. But I must say this, you know, through time, fighters reveal themselves. They make certain moves, which causes me sometimes to lose interest in them. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, quick example, Andy Ruiz. You know, when he fought Anthony Joshua, I was like, man, this is amazing what Andy Ruiz is doing. Let's go. Keep it going. You know, keep the momentum going. Let's go. Rematch with Anthony Joshua? Awesome, man. Andy Ruiz, go get it. You know what I'm saying? But then he started, you know, losing focus, you know, gaining a whole bunch of weight, not training. And, you know, Manny Robles admitted it, you know what I'm saying? And he just went down, and I lost my interest in Andy Ruiz. That's how it is in the fight game, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I want to see hungry fighters go for the gusto. You know, the best fighting the best. That's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? That's what this channel represents. You know what I'm saying? And when I see certain fighters starting shifting and starting to move around kind of weird, I'm like, man, I'm going to speak up about it. You know what I'm saying? And I've spoken up about concerning Jermall. I like Jermall, man. I still like him. Calling out these fighters, calling out Canelo, and I was thinking also at that time, why isn't Canelo stepping up to this guy? You know what I'm saying? What's going on here? I was suspicious about it. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that what Eddy Reynoso is coming out and saying, what do you think, man? What do you think? Do you think they kind of strategically kept Canelo fighting other guys as opposed to fighting fighters such as Andrade, fighters such as, you know, Jermall Charlo? It makes you think, you know what I'm saying? I'm just coming out, you know, to say this, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting what Eddy Reynoso is saying. Interesting what he's saying. And shouts out to the team, man. Like I said, Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson, good stuff right here, man. You know, I know it's a debatable topic, but I want to hear your comments about this, you know what I'm saying? I must say this, though. I personally think, man, all these names people are throwing out there, I think Canelo has a high probability of beating all of them. Beating all of them. And there are many reasons to why I think that, okay? Maybe I'll make another video on that. Maybe I'll go live to talk about it. I don't know, man. But I personally think, man, all these names, at this point right now that Canelo is at in his career, that Canelo's in his career, I think he beats most of these guys, man. I think he has a high probability of beating them all. You know, that's just me, though. That's just me. Until these other guys start proving other things, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you know, getting more active, unifying, fighting the top, more of the top, then I'll be more convinced. But as of now, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But I got to hear your opinions. That's the reason for this video, man. What do you think about what Eddy Reynoso is saying? Interesting stuff. It really caught my attention, man. I got to hear from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Those who are in the comment section, also Playback family, go ahead and comment. I appreciate y'all, man. Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze. Simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Subscribers since day one. Everybody, all subscribers, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys so much. Renee Boxing, peace out. Stay safe.